Hey everyone, I'm here today to try to help you understand the swing plane. Now, a lot of people talk about being on plane. Now that changes with each club. Now this club is my driver. This is much longer, lighter, the head's much bigger, the loft is much less, the face is much bigger. This one's my sand wedge. Now this has much more loft, it's much heavier and much shorter. So the swing plane is actually dictated by the angle of the shaft at address. Setting up is very important. You want to have good alignment, good posture, good ball position, and a good grip. This is an in-swing principle. So here, notice how with the sand wedge, the ball is much closer to me, and see how the angle of this shaft is very steep. Here, with the driver, I'm actually going to squat down a little bit more, and this will make the shaft and the plane much flatter. So when you go to the top of the backswing or 3/4 of the way in the backswing, notice how flat this shaft still is. And notice how the angle of the shaft is hopefully still pretty close to pointing at that red golf ball down there. Now here with the wedge, this is much steeper. And this angle here, hopefully, is pointing at that neon yellow golf ball. So delivering the club consistently back to the ball to be on plane helps a lot. So here is much flatter, here is much steeper, just the way that you were at address. Those angles should match. Now, if you go over the plane, it usually stems from going under the plane in your backswing, so then you reroute, go under, then over. Or what I see a lot of good players do actually is they go a little bit over the plane and then come back down on the plane. So when you are working, no matter with what club you have, you can examine your position about 3/4 of the way in your backswing and look at the angle of the shaft and see if it's pointed at the ball on the ground. Hopefully it is in the camera right now. And here you can do the same with your driver. You take it to the top, you look at your position about 3/4 of the way, and this angle should be pointed at that ball. I hope that helps you work on your swing plane when you're practicing on the driving range. You definitely don't want to think about that when you're on the golf course. I hope that helps.